This will change Zendikar forever. Careful.
We need to leave! Now! Zareth? No. What is this thing, Nahiri?
No more storms or disasters. No more hellish monsters. This is our chance.
Our chance? Zareth's chance? No.
I'm so sorry, Akiri. I truly am.
And we are live, I believe. Hello and welcome to Candlekeep Ramsey. And today we're playing Commander. It's Thursday night. Again, we'd normally be doing it in the shop, but because we can't, we're going to play it on live stream. Hopefully have some fun along the way. Like I say, tonight's a Zendikar Rising theme, so everyone's built around Zendikar Rising commanders. Let's start with you, Chris. Vapor start.
Me?
Yes.
I
who you
am
got tonight?
I'm playing Omnath Locus of Creation.
Oh, nice. Omnath player as well, so expecting big things,
to
say the least. On the bottom there, Rob with the box topper. Who are you running?
Yeah, I decided to go the most impronounceable name of them all. One is Aura Skyclave Hierophant. So a good old bit of core clarity.
Black Clerical, you got something else lined up for game 2 as well, but we'll save that for later.
Yes,
and last but not least, Ross. Who are you running for us?
Tonight I'm running Drana, the Last Blood Chief.
Mono black, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's
yes.
the first mono black commander deck I've ever built. So
it's a night of
apologies
first.
to all professional black players out there.
It's a night of first then, because tonight I'll be playing. Well, we've just seen her get kicked off a cliff. Akiri, the Fearless Voyager. I do also have Nahiri in the deck as well, so I'm very much on flavour for the intro trailer there. So, without further ado, let's shuffle up, and I'll randomise for the first turn. Do this 3 times, as always. I do wish they'd put the button somewhere more useful. That's 1, 2, and 3. So, Rob, you'll be up first.
Oh, fantastic.
Alright, you can now draw some opening hands. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this one, to say the least. Boros is not something I'd normally build around.
Yes, well, I've always intended to make an Orzhov deck, and I've never really found a commander that I really like. And then this guy came out and thought, oh, a bit of cleric tribal love.
You've got to love a bit of Boros sometimes. I mean, it's quite challenging, which is why the deck building's quite fun. You've got to get creative with things like card draw and ramp, and I mean, unless you just want to play mana rocks constantly.
I have gone down the mana rocks route. Well, you're going to see anyway later on, but I've gone with tried to use as many human as I can as well, to try and make use of some like the tribal mana rocks, like Pillar.
Because it's the it cares about equipment, doesn't it?
Yes, yeah. I resisted using land tax. I will say that. That would be too easy for me. Yeah, it would be. Yeah,
that's my card.
Yeah, it would be
my
too
card,
easy.
that is. Right, you're kosher.
I'm good. Yeah, keeping his second 7.
I'm going to attempt to keep my first draw.
Ooh.
I'm attempting to keep my first as well.
If you don't see Doc, if you don't see, I'm afraid then you're going to be furious by the end of this panda. I don't own one.
What's he after?
Yes,
Dockside.
Someone's expecting a dockside extortionist.
Heresy. I am sorry. Anyway.
All good?
Gloves off.
Yeah,
Let's go, gentlemen.
I'm good.
Temple of Scryland. I'll actually keep on top. And pass turn.
I will draw. Forest and go.
I'll draw. Go with a mountain and say go.
Draw. And I'll go with a swamp and say go.
A swamp, you say? That's a
I know, it's surprising.
Player planes. I will tap 2 and I'll cast Daxos, Blessed by Sun. Whenever another creature enters control, enters the battlefield under my control, or dies, I gain 1 life. Currently, It's a 2/2.
Are you done?
Yep, pass there.
Yep. Okay. I will draw. I will play a mountain. And I will say go.
Okay. I'll draw. I'll play a plains. And I'm going to be. This is going to get me some hatred. I'm going to tap 2 for a Granite Magistrate.
Oh. That's annoying.
And I'll say go.
Draw.
Am I popular now?
I nearly played that in this deck. I nearly played it. And then I thought, nah, it's not a cleric. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be that mean.
It was on the maybe pile for a while, and then I thought, I'm playing Boros. I need help.
I play another swamp for turn, and I pass.
Okay, I will untap.
Boros Stacks is live, boys. Yes, it is indeed.
I'm going to play a Fancy Smancy Swamp. Then I'm going to pass turn.
In your end step, I'm going to pay 1 green to Worldly Tutor.
He's off already.
I know. I'm going to go and find myself.
Didn't realise we were playing this high powered.
I've got to go find myself a Lotus Cobra. Shuffle my library and put it back on the top of my library.
Wonderful card. It's been doing wonders for me in my Shoelane deck.
Oh god, yeah, I've played that. That's horrible. The only time I like it is when I'm playing Ishai. I go back on the top of my deck. I will then untap, upkeep, and draw. I will pay green and 1 for a Lotus Cobra. I will then play Wooded Foothills for my land for turn, and I will make a blue mana from it.
Mm-hmm.
I will spend that blue mana for a Ruin Crab. I will then pay a life to sack the Wooded Foothills to go find myself a forest onto the battlefield.
He's ramping, guys. He's ramping.
Are we all clear about where the threat lies right now?
Ruin Crab, when a land enters the battlefield, each opponent mills 3 cards, please. And the Lotus Cobra will make me... Do I want any of that mana? It will make me a green, but it will fizzle, and I will say go.
So I got rid of a Basri's Acolyte, a Relic Vial, and a Marauding Blight Priest.
Wrath of God, Chariot of Victory, and Armory of Eroas.
No, Priest of Oblivion, Bolas's Citadel, Malakir Rebirth.
Well, Citadel's quite a nice one to see disappear.
No.
That is me, Ian.
Yeah. Once up, I'll keep and I'll draw. Play a mountain. Tap 2 for a Boros Signet. And then I'll tap into the Boros Signet to play a Arcane Signet. I think that'll do. I'll pass there.
Okay, I will draw. Play a Swamp for turn,
Quite
and then I will
process.
tap 3 to play a Burnished Heart.
Nice.
And then I will pass the turn.
End of your turn, I'm going to tap 2. Tap 2, and I'm going to cast Revitalize, gaining 3 life and drawing a card. I'll draw a card. I will untap for turn. I'm going to play Swamp, and then feels bad to do this, but I'm going to tap 2 black and pay 2 into X to cast Finale of Eternity, destroying up to 3 target creatures with toughness X or less, where X is currently 2. So I will blow up Lotus Cobra.
I knew that was coming.
I can't hit Drannith Majesty, and I'll blow up Burnished Heart.
Thanks.
Unfortunately. And then I'm going to go to combat, and I'm going to swing in at Ross, First Blood.
Totally fair. 2?
Yep. And then I'll pass turn.
Still got the crab.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. We'll tap 3 for Crucible of Worlds. Yep. For my land for turn, I will play the Wooded Foothills from my graveyard. Each of you mill 3 cards, please.
Underworld Coinsmith, Feed the Swarm, and Malakir Rebirth.
I will then pay a life.
That
was 2.
For another land?
To go and find myself another land.
Mill another 3.
Mill another 3, please, yes.
Skyclave Cleric, the Wanderer, and the Swamp.
I will play a mountain. And I will say go.
Mine were Vampire Nighthawk, Gifted Etherborn, and Sorin Markov.
Oh.
That was a hit and a half.
That card.
Ooh.
That
Was that pass on your part, Chris?
was pass, yeah.
Yeah, untap. Keep. And I'll draw. I can cast my commander. And I think I will.
I was just thinking that, we're playing around Zendikar commanders, and none of us can play our Zendikar
commanders. Then I'm going to. How big is Ruin Crab again? Sorry.
He's a 0/3.
0/3. Okay. Generate a white and a red, and I'll play Scavenged Blade. ETBs, attach it to a target creature I control. Equipped creature gets +2/+0. And I'm going to attach it to the Dryness Magistrate, making it a 3/3. And then I will proceed to combat. I will go to combat, swing the Dryness Magistrate at you, Chris. When I attack with one or more equipped creatures, Akiri is going to let me draw a card.
Okay, I will take the 3 damage.
No worries. And then I'll pass there.
Untap and draw. I'm going to play a Swamp as my land for turn. And I'm going to tap 3. I'm going to play the Stinkweed Imp. 1/2 flying, Death Touch, Dredge 5.
Nice.
And with that, I will pass the turn.
What pre-made deck is the best to buy? If we're talking commander decks, my favourite was the Rogue one, but the Landfall one was pretty decent as well.
Awesome. I'm going to play a fancy full art Zendikar land. I mean, what's most annoying on Chris's board? In fact, what's most annoying on the board?
The Brewing Crab. Or possibly the Crucible as well, I don't know.
I can get rid of something, but also your Dryness Magistrate is annoying, so...
I feel like that's probably the most annoying thing, because it's shutting down all 3 of our commanders.
But it's also shutting down you, so...
Yes, this is true. Bearing in mind, I'm still 2 colours short, and you've already gotten rid of my Cobra, which would have fixed that.
The bargaining commences. Ross just sits there quietly minding his own business, trying not to be noticed.
I mean, if you think I'm the threat, I think you're quite wrong. I'm realistic about this.
I'll do this then. I'll tap 4, and then I'm going to cast Blood Price. Look at the top 4 cards of my library, put 2 of them into my hand, the rest at the bottom in any order. I lose 2 life.
No worries. Anyone want to weigh in on what the best pre-made deck is to buy? I'm assuming this is for Commander. There's a question
Lord Windgrace is a great deck, but it's an older deck, so it's trying to get hold of one. But it's a very, very strong Commander deck.
So especially if you're new to Commander and you're just getting into it, I would genuinely just pick one with the artwork on the front that appeals to you most.
Yeah, that's probably a fairly decent shout.
Have a look into the colour, what each colours do. When you see what kind of thing you like, if you like making tokens, obviously white green is going to be good for you.
Well, you like making tokens, you've got Geared, which is a great populate deck.
Yeah.
And that recon is terrifying by itself, especially if Giant Adaphage gets going.
Yeah.
If you like going big and going wide, Mardu's always a solid choice. Chris, Daxos is going to come in at you.
What is he?
He's a 2/2 currently.
He's a 2/2. I'll block him with 0/3.
Thought you would. That's him.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, and draw. Let's go. We'll play the Wooded Foothills from my graveyard again as my land for turn. So, all please, mill 3.
Shepherd of Heroes, Swamp, and Fiend Hunter.
Umbral Mantle.
Bane of Balaged and Dakmore Salvage.
The crab must go.
Thus, play 1 life to go search for another basic. All please, mill 3.
Despark, Expedition Healer, and a Swamp.
Red Return, Blood Beckoning, and a Swamp.
Then I will go with red, green, and 2 for Mina and Den. I may play an additional land on each of my turns. I can also play red and green to return a land card to its owner's hand, a land card I control to its owner's hand, and then target creature gains trample to end of turn. So for my additional land from turn, I'm going to play the Wooded Foothills from my graveyard.
Oh, good
Or
lord.
mill 3, please.
Grasp of Fate, Plains, Ethereal Absolution. Oof.
Cold Still Heart, Swamp, Nighthawk, Scavenger.
I will then proceed to pay another life and go find another land. Please all mill an additional 3.
Griffin Eyrie, Null Beast of Oblivion, and Skyclave Apparition.
Oh,
Diabolic Servitude, Siphon Mine, Shieldred, the Whispering One.
And then on that, I will pass the turn.
okay, that's up. Upkeep, draw. Choices. Yeah. It's going to do 4. I'm going to play Nahiri, Heir of the Ancients. She's going to come in on 4 loyalty, and these are +1 ability to create a 1/1 white core creature token, and I may attach equipment I control to it. So she's going to go up to 5. I was well prepared and brought tokens, obviously.
In response, I flash in Cat.
Hello, Cat. I'll attach Scavenged Blade to it. Power and toughness of Mina and Den.
4/4.
4/4. Good lord. I'm going to lob it at you anyway.
Okay.
Which is going to get me the draw trigger.
What are you lobbing at me?
It's a 3/1.
Just a 3/1.
Just a 3/1, yeah.
What is it? Which one is it? Oh, the
It's
token.
a 1/1 white core, yeah, with the +2/+0 equipment attached to it.
I'm just going to take the 3.
Yeah. I'll say go there.
That's right, I'll deal with Ruin Crab next turn. You guys leave me alone and I'll deal with Ruin Crab.
Okay.
Fine.
It's just a little crab.
Instead of drawing, I'm going to dredge 2 with Dakmor Savage, which is a Death Greeter and a Soul Exchange. So that goes to my hand.
Nice.
Because enough things haven't hit the graveyard yet. And I'm going to play it as my land for turn. And then I'm going to pay 2 to cast the Pit Keeper. It's a 2/1 human wizard. On ETB, if there are 4 or more creature cards in your graveyard, I think there are, you may return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. So I'll go do that now.
Nice.
And I have a feeling that it's going to be I might actually need the ramp. It's going to be a Burnished Heart.
Oof.
Pass. That's all right.
I will untap. And I'll draw for turn. Right, let's do it this way.
Can you do anything with Crucible of Worlds? I think that's more of an issue.
I can deal with Crucible of Worlds, but it'll completely shut down what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Because, I mean, at the minute we're getting milled quite heavily from that.
Yeah.
We'll get rid of Crucible of Worlds because you asked so nicely. Elspeth conquers death. So Crucible's exiled.
Go
Um,
I can live with a little bit of mill, not a lot of mill.
that puts up to 4. I'll pass turn there actually.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep and draw. Go with green and 2 for Kadama's Reach. Search my library for up to 2 basic land cards. Reveal those cards, put one into the battlefield tapped and the other into my hand.
You were saying, Ian?
I will put a island in tapped. Please all mill 3.
I was saying, but you were listening.
1.
Path to Exile, unbelievable.
Swamp and Pelican Predation.
And then I'll take a
Swamp, Crux of Fate.
I will then take a plains to hand, but I will play it as my land for turn. So all mill another 3, please.
Bolus' Citadel, Path to Exile.
That is the other one gone.
And Sanguine Indulgence.
Lightning Greaves, Driver of the Dead, and a Swamp.
I promise this isn't a mill deck.
That's my graveyard.
Wow.
This is where he pops out a Hedron Crab as well.
I'm going to pay red and green to return a land I control to owner's hand. I'll return this mounting to my hand.
And
because I can play an additional land, I'll play that as my land for turn. All mill 3, please.
Underworld Dreams, Plains, and Disenchant.
Explorer's Scope, Feed the Swarm, and Drag to the Underworld.
I must admit, the new artwork on that
sake, I will give Mina and Den trample till end of turn. However, I will move into combat, move out of combat, and I will pass the turn.
Okay, what's up? Upkeep and draw.
Ian, what card is that you've got under your token at the moment?
It's called Scavenged Blade. ETBs, I can attach it to a creature I control. It gives the creature +2/+0. Costs 2 and red to equip. Play 2 for Rogue's Gloves.
Are either of you able to get rid of one of his cards?
Not at the moment.
Not really, no.
Not been much help today, I'm sorry.
It's alright.
I'm feeling the hate.
Yeah, I can get rid of one of his cards, but I don't know which one it's. I've got no choice over which one it would be.
One, two, three,
Rob,
4.
what's the enchantment you've got on the field at the minute?
Elspeth conquers death. Do you want to click on it and see?
I'll just try, but you've got the dice, so it won't pick it up with the dice on.
+1 is exile
I found it.
3 or greater. Non-creatures cost 2 or more to cast next turn, and then return creature or planeswalker card from my graveyard to the battlefield. I'll put +1/+1 or loyalty counter on it.
I'm going to +1 here.
Wait, sorry, what was the third one?
Return creature or planeswalker card from my graveyard to the battlefield and put a +1/+1 counter or loyalty counter on it.
For some reason I had the word all in there.
Oh no. No. That's my finale of eternity. Anyway, sorry, Ian.
Yep, it's cool. I'm going to +1 and Nahiri to create another 1/1. And as ETBs, I can attach equipment I control to it. I'm going to attach the Sword of Parans to it. When I go to combat, I will swing this 3/1 at you, Chris. Akiri will trigger and I'll draw a card.
Okay, I'll block it with a 4/4.
Yep. It dies. Hang on, no, because yes, it will die. Yeah. All my untapped creatures currently have +0/+2.
Roger.
I'm going to have to pass there.
Okay. Untap, keep, draw. I play a rather optimistic Reliquary Tower. It's my land for turn. And then I'm going to pay 3, and I'm going to cast a Burnished Heart.
All good?
And then I'm going to pay 3. No, I'm not going to pass turn there, sorry.
Oh.
Untap. Upkeep and draw. Goes to 2 non-creature spells you guys cast. Cost 2 more to cast until the end of my next turn. I'm going to play another Swamp.
Dice next to my.
I'm then going to pay
So I know.
1 black and 4 other to cast Eldest Reborn. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or a planeswalker.
I will sack the token, I guess.
Pit Keeper.
I'll get rid of Mina and Den.
Go to
I'm having too much fun with the crab.
Daxos is going to swing in at Chris again.
What is it?
It's a 2/4.
2/4. I will block it with 0/3.
Cool.
You're still not big enough, Rob. It's still not big enough.
Is that past turn? Sorry.
Past turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep and draw. Let's go with red, green, and white, and one other. And we'll play Oban, Moldai's ancestor. So at the beginning of combat on my At the beginning of combat on my turn, up to 1 target land I control becomes XX elemental creature with trample and haste until in a turn where X is Oban's power. It's still a land. He's currently a 3/3. As a landfall, whenever a land enters a battlefield under my control, put a 1/1 counter on target creature.
Yeah.
So I am going to play my land for turn, being a Simic Growth Chamber. As it comes in, everybody mill 3, please. And also, I will return this forest to my hand.
Swamp and swamp.
Swamp and Withering Bloom.
No.
No,
That's a nasty hit.
We'll put a counter on. I will put the 1/1 counter onto the crab. What's level 2 on your other enchantment, Rob? The black one.
Each opponent discards a card.
Because that's what we need, Rob, is more cards in our grave.
All right, we'll go greed 2 and we'll Cross and Grip that.
Yep. I mean, it was the last one I was kind of hoping for, but...
Yeah. We'll get rid of it now out of the way. And we'll pass turn.
Elspeth forces my graveyard, a card out from my graveyard, whereas Eldest Reborn forces a graveyard.
Untap. Did you pay 2 more for Croson, by the way?
Yeah, you need to pay 2 for it. 2 more.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No. then.
Elspeth, you are right.
Yes. I will untap that mana then.
So I want a big sign that comes across the screen that just goes misplay.
Yeah, we'll still pass turn.
Yeah. So untap, upkeep, and draw. Oh. Yeah. I'll pay 1. Actually, we'll do it through the signet. And we'll play Footfall Crater. Enchanter
Pay
land.
2 for it. 2 for it.
Oh, you're joking.
Misplay.
2. Yep, well, my plan's not going to work now. Never mind. Enchanted land has tap, target creature gains trample and haste until end of turn. That might not be so bad. I'll +1 the Hearing again. Create a 1/1 white core. As that enters the battlefield, it will attach Sword of Parons to itself. Then I'll tap this to give it haste and trample. Let's move this out of the way a minute. I'll then go to combat. So Ruin Crab's a 0/4 at the moment, yeah?
He's a 1/4.
A 1/4, and the other one?
He's a 3/3.
3/3. Yeah, I'll go to combat. I'm going to swing both of these at you, Chris. Because they're now tapped, they both get +2/+0. So this becomes a 3/1, trample haste, and this becomes a 5/3.
Okay, so
Attack
the
trigger, I'm going to draw a card.
Yep. The 3/1 I will block with a 1/3.
Yep.
Sorry, a 1/4. Ruin Crab, so that will get rid of that.
Die.
And what was the other one, sorry?
A 5/3.
A 5/3. I will take the 5.
Okay, that's commander as well.
Yep. Oh.
That dies. And I will pass there.
On your end step, actually, I'm going to pay 3, and I'm going to sack Burnished Heart. See, black can ramp too. It wasn't an artifact in the slightest. Okay. And then I will untap and draw. Okay, I'm going to pay 3. Yeah, that's right. And I'm going to play Desecrated Tomb. When one or more creature cards leave your graveyard, create a 1/1 bat creature token with flying.
Nice.
Is that any graveyard or your graveyard?
My graveyard, specifically.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pay 5 and cast a Corpse Connoisseur. It's a 3/3 zombie wizard. On ETB, I tutor for a card into the graveyard, and it has Unearth for 4. So I'm going to go put a creature card, from my library into the graveyard, and I'll pass while I'm finding that.
That's fine. I'll untap. I will draw for turn. Okay. Trigger on Elspeth Conquers Death. I return a creature card from my graveyard to the battlefield with a 1/1 counter or a loyalty counter onto it. I'm going to return Skyclave Apparition. When it enters the battlefield, exile up to one target non-land, non-token permanent I don't control with CMC 4 or less, which is obviously going to be Rune Crab.
What's that going? Exile, sorry.
Rate of exiled. When Skyclave leaves the battlefield, you get to create a XX blue illusion creature token, where X is the CMC of the exile card, so a 1/1 blue illusion, basically.
I get a 1/1 blue illusion.
Not at the minute. You will do when Skyclave leaves.
Right. Okay.
Okay. That then gets 2 more. In fact, that gets 2 more, but loses 2 because of Elspeth going. I do gain 1 life because of creature ETB. I will there, and then another one. Elders Reborn. Each opponent discards a card, please.
My card was Whisper Blood Liturgist, by the way.
Cleansing Wildfire.
Aria the First Lochthwain.
Rampaging Balos.
Oof. I'll then play a land for turn. I will tap black, colourless, and white to play Core Celebrant. I've still got 3 untapped lands. 4, I should say. ETB, gain life. ETB, gain a life. So that is 3 life I've gained this turn. To which I will then tap black, white, and colourless. Cast Indulging Practitioner. Gain life, gain life. 5 in total. I will move to combat. Move out of combat. And go to my end step. At the beginning of it, each opponent loses 3 life because I gained 3 or more life this turn.
Oh, nice.
So, Ross, Ian, are you still seeing me as a threat here?
The balance is shifting. The balance is shifting, I will say. Yeah.
I just came here to play some cards. I'm not involved.
I got rid of the crap.
Yep, you've served your purpose, Rob. Thank you.
Your service is no longer required. You may now die.
Leave Brittany alone.
What year is it?
Yeah, pass turn, Chris.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Untap. Upkeep and draw.
1, 2, 4, 5.
Oh, do I want to be a dick?
Yes.
Bulveric says yes, you do.
Okay. Bears. Okay, so we'll go green. 1, 2, 3, 4. Green Warden of Marusa. When it enters the battlefield, I may return target card from my graveyard to my hand.
Oh, no.
I will return the Lotus Cobra. No, the crab's in exile, so you're not getting, the crab back.
Oh,
I will take the Lotus Cobra. I will take the Lotus Cobra.
Anything but.
That goes to my hand. However, I will pay green or 1 to cast it. And I will just pass the turn there, I think.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep and draw. How big's Green Warden?
He is a 5/4.
5/4. Just remind myself what he does again. Hang on.
When he comes in, I return a card from the battle, my graveyard to my hand, and when he dies, I may exile him and do the same again.
Yes. Lotus Cove was more of an issue though. I'm going to -3 on Nahiri to deal twice as deal damage to target creature or planeswalker equal to twice the number of equipment I control. I'm gonna ping the Lotus Cobra for 6. I'll create. No, I won't. Tap 4. And play Nahiri. Storm of Stone.
Was 1 not enough?
No, you can never have too much. You can never have too much Nahiri.
What does that one do?
As long as it's my turn, creatures I control have first strike, and equip abilities I activate cost 1 less to activate. Which means I can pay 1 to attach the Rogue's Gloves to Akiri. Power and toughness of stuff on your board, Robert.
I've got 3/3 Apparition, a 2/6 Daxos, a 1/4 Vampire, and a 1/4 Cleric.
Yeah.
My 1/4 Vampire does have lifelink as well, so
Yeah.
flying and lifelink.
I'm gonna hold fire. I'm gonna pass turn on that.
Untap, keep, and draw.
So if you do get rid of Apparition, Chris's board gets bigger.
I tap 7 to play Runescar Demon.
Ooh.
ETB, tutor for a card, put it into my hand.
Big boy.
Pretty big boy. The problem is half the stuff's in the graveyard. Put a card into my hand.
My camera's just died, bear with me.
It's fine.
I've
As
been
my...
exiled as well, so.
Ooh, okay, I'll wait.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
Okay. As my land for turn, I play a Agadavine the Undercrypt tapped, because I don't actually need it this turn. And then I'm going to go into combat, main phase 2. Dread return from my graveyard.
Yep.
I get to return a target creature from my graveyard to the battlefield. That will be a Shieldred the Whispering one. That will trigger Desecrated Tomb, and I'll get a bat. See, there was a plan.
Yeah.
And with that, I will pass the turn.
That's dirt, right in front of mine. Okay.
So you have to sacrifice a creature at the beginning of your upkeep.
Yes, I'm just in my untap step.
Oh.
Untap. Upkeep, I'll get rid of Skyclave. Chris, you get a 1/1.
I get a 1/1.
I will draw
That's a
What
tough
is
choice
it? A
for me
1/1
to
what?
make.
1/1 blue illusion creature token. Nothing fancy.
Does it have flying or anything like that?
No, just straight up blue illusion.
I will just have a 1/1 elf in as the
Yeah, it's fine.
creature. You know what it is.
Third trick on Eldest Reborn: return creature from a graveyard to the from a graveyard to the battlefield. I think. You can thank me later, guys. Fiend Hunter is going to return to the battlefield. I'm going to get a number of triggers. Trigger number 1, Daxos. I'll gain 1 life. I'll just do a life counter there. Trigger number 2 is going to be Core Celebrant. I'll gain another life. Fiend Hunter will trigger, exiling the Whispering One.
Oh man.
Nice. Thank you very much.
And then I will go into my main phase. I will play. That goes to the graveyard. I will play a land for turn. I gain another life anyway from Skyclave's been dying, so I gain 3 life. Fucking triggers. Right, I will tap Orzhov and 4, and I'm going to play Athreos Shroud Veiled, another buy a box promo because I can. Indestructible 4/7. As long as devotion to white and black is less than 7. Athreos isn't a creature, so I've got plenty to make it. I get plenty to make it. At the beginning of my end step, put a coin counter on another target creature. Whenever a creature with a coin counter dies or is put into exile, turn that to the battlefield under my control. I'm going to go to combat. Chris, in fact, I'm going to swing in at Big Nahiri, Baby Nahiri.
Baby Nahiri,
First striking Nahiri. Yeah, it's just 1 damage.
Just 1.
Get another life. I will move to my end step. 2 triggers. First trigger from Atherios. I'm going to put that on. Let's put that on Green Warden Marisa.
Oh, thank you.
So it gets a coin.
Yes.
Second trigger, Indulging Practitioner. I gain 3 more life this turn. You each lose 3 life.
Oh.
So you go.
Untap. Upkeep and draw.
Ross has an upkeep trigger for you, doesn't he? Oh, no, it's gone.
Yeah.
Nope, it's gone. Thanks to Rob.
I had a difficult choice to make. That was
Again, you're welcome.
Every week I summon a big, cool, black, either infect or praise free thing, and you exile it. Every week.
Okay, we'll go 2 red, 2 green, and 3 others. For Omnath, Locus of Rage.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. All the Omnaths.
I will then play my land for turn. It has a landfall trigger. Whenever I play a land for turn, I get one of these. I will then pay green and 2 for a Spring Bloom Druid. Which when it ETBs, I may sacrifice a land, and if I do, I search for up to 2 basics, put them to battlefield tapped. So I will sacrifice one of my mountains to go find 2 more lands.
That's right, guys. We'll run out of lands eventually.
I've got triggers on Oban as well, so he's already got. I put one counter on him anyway. Lands. What colours do I want? We'll have a plains and an island. So Omnath trigger, I will get another 2 of those. And Oban trigger, I'm going to put both of them onto Omnath. And going to go to combat. And what's everybody's powers and toughness of creatures at the moment? Ian, what's yours first?
1/3 and a 3/3.
I have a 1/1.
You know what? I feel like it needs to be Rob because he's got too much life. So, Rob, a 5/4 Green Warden coming at you.
I'll block it with my 4/7 god.
He wants it dead.
4/7. That's
He
fine.
wants it
Because
dead.
in response to it dying, I will exile it and
No,
return
wait,
the card
wait,
from my
wait.
hand.
No,
my
wait.
graveyard.
Stop.
What? I've stopped.
Trigger from my coin counter. When it dies or
Yep.
is put into exile, return that card to the battlefield under my control.
Ow! Ow!
Fine. I can still exile it and get my trigger.
I still
In
get the
response to it-
card though.
You do,
It doesn't
but
get
I still get
exiled.
to exile it. I still get to exile it, get my trigger, and then it will ping back to you.
So I now have a 5/4, yeah?
It's a 5/4.
Creature enters battlefield, I gain life.
What will I take? I'll take Mina and Den back to my hand. So I wanted it dead as well, Ian. Then I will say go.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Go for this mountain.
Oh, hang on, I've missed a trigger as well. An elemental died. I've got Omnath on the field. So Rob, you can take 3 to the face from that.
Ooh, stick you.
You will take damage, boy.
Hey Rob, what exiled my Shieldred?
Fiend Hunter. If Fiend Hunter goes, she does come back.
Okay.
Pay 2.
But I would probably say it's probably not a good idea. Every time Chris loses an elemental, he does gain a something back.
Pay 2. Scavenge Blade attached to a Kiri. Making her a 5/3. Pay 1. Golem Skin Gauntlets. Pay 1 to equip the gauntlets. You get +1/+0 for each equipment attached to it. So she's an 8/3.
8/3 first striker.
Yep. Biggest power on your board. Rob.
Sorry?
Biggest power on your board.
It's actually a 5/4.
5/4. I'm still going to get clouded.
I think I get an ETB trigger from Green Warden coming in.
You did. Return something from your graveyard to hand.
Yeah, I'll search for something and then put that into my hand.
-2 Nahiri. To look at the top 6 cards of my library, reveal a warrior or equipment from among them to put to my hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I mean, I can deal with some of the Chris's board if you swing your...
Anything with flying on your board, Rob?
Yes.
How big is it?
It's tapped.
I reveal Cliff Haven Kite Sail. The rest of these go to the bottom of my library.
Well, I'm not afraid. Chris is. Look at those elementals.
Pay 1 for the Cliff Haven Kite Sail, and pay 1 to attach it to a Kiri. So she's +4/+6. So she's a 9/3 flying first striker that lets me draw a card when she deals combat damage. I will go to combat. 9/3 in the air at you, Rob.
9-3.
Yep. Equipped creature attacks. I get to draw a card.
Yep, I'd take it. That drops me down to 41.
And because
All of which is obviously commander damage.
Yep. And because she dealt damage, Rogue's Gloves is going to let me draw a card. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in hand. I pass turn.
Untap. Upkeep. And draw.
Oh, I'm starting
Okay.
to make a dent in some things. Here we go.
I pay 1 for Basilisk Collar, because yeah.
Oh, I didn't think of that one in here.
Quite a cool card.
I'm just going to do that just so that I don't extend my board off the top side of my mat.
Sorry, Chris. What's Omnath CMC?
7.
7.
Okay, then I'm going to tap 4. I'm going to unearth Corpse Connoisseur. So that's going to get me another bat. You can tell I plan to have a lot of these bats floating around. Again, on ETB, he's going to tutor for a card into my graveyard. He's going to gain haste, and then he's going to be exiled at the end of turn. So I'll find the card in a second. Chris, I'm going to go to combat. And Ian, I'm going to attack you. I feel like you haven't been attacked in a while. We got 3/3 zombie wizard.
I'll declare no blocks. I'll just take the 3.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to tutor for a card. You can go while I do that. Tutor for a card
All
into the
good, yeah?
graveyard, I should say. Yep, all good for me.
I am not throwing Dranis. I was not throwing Dranis under the bus. It's about the only thing that keeps me in this game at the moment, I think.
I really think you should.
Planes for turn. Tap 3. Or attempt to tap 3.
Big Gravedigger.
And
Why not?
I'm going to replay my Skyclave apparition that I got back from the graveyard. Exiling Akiri.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oops.
Oops indeed, Rob. Oops indeed.
I gain a life for creature entering the battlefield.
Rob, before you go any further,
Yeah.
have you got anything
Yeah.
on the ground with more than 5 power?
Yes.
If you swing it at me, I can block it with one of my tokens and I can blow up the magistrate.
Okay. Swing in your Green Warden the Green Warden.
Okay, I will block it with a 5/5.
Green Warden dies. I will exile it, so you technically get it back, but it's in exile.
I
Did
will
So I
lose a
return
token.
creature from graveyard to my hand.
Yep. And from the token dying, I will deal 3 damage to the magistrate.
Ooh.
At what
Is
point
it-
did I become the threat here?
I would just like to play my commander this game.
Ian, I ask
It's a
that
card,
question
isn't it?
every
It's
time I
not
play.
a card card. Oh, this opens options for me. Right, so returning to my hand, I will return Bolus's Citadel to my hand, which I'll then tap, play it. Look at the top card of my library anytime. Bollock. Move to end step. I'm going to put a 1/1 a coin counter on. On permanent or is it on creature? It's on creature. Not really anything good. I'll put a coin counter on Omnath.
Okay.
And then I'll pass turn.
Okay.
No trigger on Indulging Practitioner because I didn't gain 3 more life. I only gained 1.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Ooh. red, green, and 2 others to play Mina and Den.
2 lands a turn.
I'll pay red and green to return a land I control back to my hand. Play it as my first land for turn, getting me another one of these, and I will put another counter on Oban himself for the landfall triggers. And I will give one of my current 5/5s trample to end of turn. I will then do red, green, leaving a blue floating to return this forest back to hand, and then play it as my second land for turn, which will give me another one of those, and I'll put another counter onto Oban.
Or it says
blue
half of the cards
floating.
for a wrath effect. Mine's in the grave.
I will then do green, use the blue floating and one other to Croson Brick Bolus a Citadel.
Yep.
And moving to combat. This land will become a 6/6 elemental creature with trample and haste until end of turn. I will send the 6/6 land at the Nahiri. You've got, is it 5 counters? What are your counters on, Ian?
The one that reduces our equipment costs. Yeah.
Yes. I'll send the 6 at that.
Yep.
Then I will send one of the elementals at your other Nahiri, 5/5.
Yep. Anyone want to step in and help me out here? No?
I'm in mono black. And Chris milled my only counter spell.
I will come out of combat. My planes will become a planes again. I will do it end of turn, but and I will pass the turn.
Oh. Okay. Untap. Upkeep and draw. Planes. Oh, I think this is going to hurt me. 4. I'm going to play Solar Blaze.
Oof.
Each creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. I think I know where all the triggers are coming though.
Okay, so order retreat, so it goes across to Ross. I think Ross's board blows itself up.
It does indeed.
I do 1 damage to Fiend Hunter, doesn't kill it. I do 2 damage to Daxos, doesn't kill it. 1 damage to itself, I gain 1 life because of life link. Apparition does kill itself, in which you get a 1/1 token. Sorry, a 3/3 token.
Who, me?
Core Celebrant does 1 damage to himself, and Aetherius does 4 damage to himself, but all of the rest survive. I gain 1 life from Daxos's trigger of a creature dying.
Who's getting the token, sorry?
You get the token.
You do, however, realise, Ian, you've just given Rob an Omnath.
Yeah, I'd rather Rob has it than you.
And I know what my next card is as well.
Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elementals dying. So I will have 5 Omnath triggers, including 1 for himself. So that will be 15 damage. I'm going to send all 15 to Rob's face.
Oh,
That
Whose
I
face?
did not
Your
expect.
face, Rob.
Yeah, I'll go down to 29.
You get an Omnath.
I thought that was coming at you, Ian.
I genuinely thought I was going to hurt after the end of that one.
No. No, I understand. I fully understand.
Okay.
And you get an
Omnath
Omnath.
hits my field.
Yep.
I gain a life because of Daxos.
You wouldn't have gained a life because of Daxos, because he would have been dead before Omnath hits your field. Surely.
Daxos doesn't die.
Oh, does he not? Oh, okay.
No, you deal power equal to your damage equal to your power to yourself.
Tap
So
two.
they all mine only deal. They've got higher power, higher toughness than power. So they only deal.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah, he actually only deals himself 2 damage.
So I'm tapping 2 to attach the Rogue's Gloves to the 3/3.
Counters on that.
And then I'm going to tap to give it Trample and Haste until end of turn. And then I'm going to send it at Chris.
What is it?
It's a 3/3.
After I just didn't send that 15 at you.
Well, it's going to give me card draw if it does combat damage to you, and you're wide open, so. And that will draw me a card. And I'll
Point out Ross is wide open as well.
Okay,
I know.
so on your end step, I'm going to tap 4, and I'm going to Eat to Extinction Fiend Hunter, exiling it.
Yep.
That will return Shieldred to the battlefield under my control. I will then go to my turn.
It's exiled in it, so it doesn't trigger death trigger. Bollocks.
It's when it leaves the battlefield. During my upkeep, Shieldred will trigger, and I will put a creature card from my graveyard onto the battlefield. Well, Rob, I'm going to take a leaf out of your book. Archfiend of Depravity.
Oh.
5/4 flying demon. At the beginning of each opponent end step, that player chooses up to 2 creatures he or she controls, then sacrifices the rest. Because a creature left my graveyard, Desecrated Tomb will trigger, getting me a bat, and then I will draw for turn.
So just to be clear, we've got sack 1 in our upkeep now.
Yes, you do.
And then at the end.
And at the end,
And at the end step, you choose 2.
My, how the balance has shifted. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to pay 3, including 1 black, to play Painful Lessons. Target player draws 2 cards and loses 2 life. That will be me. So I get down to 30, and I draw 2 cards. I play Crypt of Agadim as my land for turn. I have both versions of Agadim out now. How's that for flavour? Yep, I'm then going to get a combat. Rob, I'm going to swing a 6/6 Swamp Walk at you.
I can't block it because it's 6. It's Swamp Walk.
Yep. Oh, yeah, I didn't have enough mana to do that. And then I'm going to go main phase 2. I'm going to tap 5, and I'm going to cast Drana, the Last Blood Chief, for the first time.
You're welcome.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. And with that, I will pass the turn.
Okay, I will untap. I will draw for turn.
No, you won't. You will sack a creature before you draw.
Daxos will die, but Daxos dying, but I gain 1 life from him dying. Boop. And I've just dropped the card I drew.
Oh, all right, Ryan.
Okay, do you want to see the card I drew for turn?
Is it Cyclonic Rift? Somehow in an Orzhov deck.
Land trigger will give me a elemental. Unfortunately, I don't have enough Aetherios to still be a creature, so he drops off being a creature. Okay, let's do it this way. I will tap the 4 to bring out Aura. Aura. I tap the 4 to bring out Aura. ETB trigger, I gain 1 life because I'm being out to my battlefield, so that's 2 life I'm going this turn. I will go to combat. What? Indulgent Practitioner, Core Celebrant, and Omnath, I can't swim with the elemental, will go in at Ross.
I had a feeling that.
So the element, so the Omnath is a 5/5.
5/5, yeah.
6/6?
5/5.
5/5. Cool Celebrant is a 1/4, and Indulgent Practitioner is a 1/4 flyer.
Okay, so your 1/4 flyer will be blocked by the Archfiend of Depravity, which is a 5/4 flyer.
I gain 1 life, but he dies.
What was the other one you got attacking me? Not
That's
not
a
Omnath, the
5/5.
other one.
That's a 1/4 again. You can block with
That
anything.
will be blocked by Drana, which is a 4/4.
Yep, so that dies.
And then I'm going to chump Omnath with a bat.
That's fine. 2 death triggers. 2 creatures died that are cleric. Oh, sorry, 1 cleric died with 3 CMC. So I return a cleric to my battlefield. So I'll return a creature, return a cleric to my battlefield with 2 CMC or less. Don't know which one I want. It's going to have to be you. And I will return Underworld Coinsmith to the battlefield. No ETB trigger. Whenever it enters the battlefield, I gain 1 life. And then I can pay Thingamabob, and each opponent loses 1 life. And pay Orzhov, and 1 life, and each opponent loses 1 life. I will then move to my end step. I've got to go down to 2 creatures, correct?
Yep, 2 creatures.
Elemental and Omnath will both die. That will trigger 3 damage, or 3 damage each to a creature. So
3 damage to any target for both of them.
Any
Omnath does
target
it for
for both.
himself as well.
So Archfiend will die. Or do I?
That's 2 triggers.
Hold on 1 second. No, I will blow up Whispering One. 6 damage. Bang bang.
What's your problem with my creatures, Rob?
I have a massive problem with your creatures.
They're harmless.
End step trigger. Well, actually, I could have. Yeah. So can I restack that? Sorry. Coin trigger on Shrouded One, and then Omnath trigger because it's at the end step.
So what's the difference?
So the coin will go on the Shrouded One. Then I'll blow it up, so then I gain control of it.
I mean, sure.
So then that becomes a 6/6 with Swamp Walk.
Does indeed. That's worrying.
Yeah. How many? 2 black in it. It's 2 black. So, and Atheros is back online as a creature. So go.
Untap all those creatures as well, Chris. Oh, wait, sorry.
All right. Draw for turn. Oh.
At the beginning of your upkeep, target player returns beginning of my upkeep. So you've got to sacrifice a creature, Chris.
Okay. So I've sacrificed a creature. Did you see? I will then go 2 red and 1, 2, 3 to play Terror of the Peaks.
Nice.
5/4 flyer. Spells your opponent's cast at target Terror of the Peaks. Cost an additional 3 life to cast, and whenever another creature enters the battlefield under my control, Terror of the Peaks deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target. So
I'm just
I'm
going to
play my land for turn, being a Needle Verge Path. I'll pay red, green, blue,
Take care,
white
Baldrick. See you tomorrow.
for Omnath. Played my commander. Yay me.
Hey!
So when he enters the battlefield, I can deal 4 damage to any target. What has people got with 4 health or less? Ian, you've currently just got a 3/3, haven't you?
3/3, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm
What
going
have
to
you
lose
got,
it in my
Ross?
upkeep anyway.
Yeah. What have
Both
you
of
got,
my
Ross?
creatures, so Archfiend of Depravity and Drana, the Last Blood Chief.
What their health?
So they're both 4 toughness.
Both 4 toughness. And what have you got, Rob, that's 4 toughness or less?
4 or less. I've got my Underworld, Coinsmith, and Aura. Underworld is a 2/2, and Aura is a 3/3.
Let's get rid of your commander, Rob.
Okay.
Full damage.
For a dice, I have a death trigger. Return a creature card with a cleric card with CMC 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield.
Oh, I was
What's
going to
the
draw a card from
CMC on
Omnath
your-
coming in as well.
Yeah, what's the CMC on your commander? Sorry?
He's 4.
4, is he?
Yep.
What do I want? 3 or less. Yeah, that's tempting. I'll bring you back. Indulgent Practitioner. No ETB triggers on this one.
Okay. I will pass it down.
Okay, untap, upkeep. I'm going to sack my creature and draw. Oh, okay. Play Mana Crypt. Alright. Can I get a creature and can I make it super big? Hmm. One, two, 3, 4. 4 even. Play Odric, Lunarch Marshal. At the beginning of each combat, creatures I control gain first strike until the end of turn if a creature I control has first strike. The same is true for flying, death touch, yada yada yada. There's quite a few keywords on that one. So I can generate 1, 2, 3, 4. What do I want to equip? Definitely want to equip the flying. And I'll equip the Golem Skin Gauntlets as well. I'll then give it Trample and Haste. So it's a Flying, Trample, Hasty 5/3. And it's coming at... Rob's got Flyer, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
It's coming at Chris.
He's got
Flyer as well.
Oh, you've got Flyer as well.
Yeah, Terran
Oh.
Beats.
Oh, okay.
I have 2 flyers.
Okay, that changes things. How big are your flyers? Oh yeah, they're massive. I will just pass.
Okay. Untap at the beginning of my upkeep. Archfiend of Depravity goes bye-bye. And then I will...
Oh, I've just wasted an entire turn. I'm going to have to sack him, am I? Oh. Hello, Alex. How's it going? Says Alex. Yeah.
Not good.
Next question.
Ian, does your guy still have flying?
He does, yeah. The Cliffhaven Kite Sail gives it flying.
I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to equip the Basilisk's Collar to Drana. And then, Chris, I'm going to attack you.
You're going to attack me.
4/4 flying, Death Touch, Lifelink.
4/4 flying, Death Touch, Lifelink.
Yep.
Trigger on
And
Drana
trigger
first.
attack. Yeah. Give me a minute. So you have to pick a non-legendary creature from my graveyard that gets returned to the battlefield.
What are my options?
Yeah, I'm just going to find them. Oh, non-legendary. So it's Nighthawk Scavenger, which is the new Vampire Nighthawk. The OG Vampire Nighthawk. Pit Keeper on ETB, return a creature card from my graveyard to my hand. Bane of Balad Ged, Eldrazi Annihilator 2, effectively. Runescar Demon 6/6 ETB, tutor free card to my hand. Null Priest of Oblivion, a 2/1 with kicker, menace lifelink. On ETB, if it was kicked, return target creature card from the graveyard to the battlefield. Gravedigger, on ETB, return target creature card from the graveyard to the hand. Death Greeter, when another creature is put into a graveyard from play, you may gain 1 life. Burnished Heart, Stinkweed Imp, Flying Death Touch, Dredge 5. Gifted Etherborn, 2/3 Death Touch Lifelink. Driver of the Dead, 2/3 on ETB, return creature of CMC 2 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. And Archfiend of Depravity.
So there's 2 very obvious ones I'm looking at. One that's potentially going to hurt the rest of us, but I feel like it's going to hurt Rob a little more at this point in time. The other that's just going to probably piss you off a little bit. And so was it go to the battlefield or to hand?
It goes to the battlefield.
Goes to the battlefield.
And bear in mind, if you kill Drana, whatever goes to the battlefield will get sacked to Shieldred. So I'm very happy to agree not to swing whatever you pick at you.
I'll take you up on that offer, and I will give you the Archfiend back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my other target I was looking at was the Bart, because I was just thinking that's just going to... Yeah, you'll get land from it, but realistically...
Yeah, I know, it would have been a bit weird. Okay, then you have a 4/4 Flying Death Touch Lifelink. And I get a bat.
Take the 4. Because I'm going to have to sack a creature in a minute anyway, potentially.
So I will go up by 4. And I'm going to play main phase 2, Swamp for turn, and pass.
Okay, I will untap.
Then you will return a creature.
Beginning of your end step, I'm
okay.
going to tap 6. Each opponent loses 1 life, and I will lose 3 life.
That loses how much, sorry?
You will lose 3 life, and I lose 3 life as well.
Okay.
And then I will untap.
And then Shielded will trigger.
Upkeep, trigger. I am going to bring back... She's just what's her actual? She's a praetor, isn't she? She's not anything fancy. Annoying. I think I will bring back... Yeah, I'll return Skyclave Apparition to the battlefield. Does it go back to the battlefield, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah, to the battlefield.
When it ETBs, I'm going to exile Omnath. I'll draw for turn. Let's do this again then. I will. Let's move my mouse out of the way. Play a plane for turn. Tap 4 and 2. Cast Aura. I'm going to go to combat. I'm just going to swing in with the Shrouded one. Swinging with Shrouded one. I'll swing in with Indulging Practitioner and Underworld Coinsmith. Shrouded one is going to sneak in under the radar against Ross.
6.
Then Indulgent Practitioner is going to go in against Chris. And
It's a
Underworld
what?
Coinsmith is going to go in against Chris as well.
What are they both?
1/4 fly and a 2/2.
I'll block the 1/4 flyer with a 5/4.
Yep. I'll gain 1 life, but I'll lose the Practitioner. Trigger on
take
Aura. When Practitioner dies, I return a CMC 2 or less to the graveyard from the graveyard to the battlefield. Gain 1 life. 1 library, 1 graveyard. Daxos Burst by Sun. When he ETBs, I gain a life. I will move to my end step. I've got an Archfiend trigger, but I will stack. I will actually put a counter back on the Whispering one first. I will lose. I've got to go down to 2 creatures, don't I?
Yeah, 2 creatures.
Yeah, so Theros is technically a creature. I will get rid of Underworld Coinsmith, Skyclave, Daxos, and Aura. I will get 2 triggers from. Well, I'll get gain 4 life from Daxos. Which because creatures died. I will get 2 triggers from Aura because with 1 CMC and a 3 or less, 3 CMC. Chris, you actually get a 4/4 illusion.
Do that. Cool.
Yep, because Thingwob leaves. So let me go search for a 2 CMC and a 3 or less CMC. Sorry, one CMC or a 3 or less.
Sorry, did you save Shieldred from the sacrifice, or did you put a counter on it?
Shieldred gets sacrificed and then comes back into the battlefield.
Right, okay.
Because I've had a creature with power 4 enter the battlefield, Terror of the Pigs has got a trigger when you finish doing yours, Rob.
Yeah. So Speaker of Heavens comes in. 3 CMC as well. I'll bring back in Indulging Practitioner. Aetherios no longer becomes a creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's not a creature anymore.
Don't forget he counts himself.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's a creature. Sorry, tell her. Yeah, and then I will let your trigger go off.
I've got trigger. So Rob, you can take 4 to the face.
Okay, and then I have something for the end of Rob's end step if we're done. So after all that resolves in Rob's end step, I pay 3, and I cast Force of Despair. Destroy all creatures that enter the battlefield this turn.
Yeah, that does it. How much life? I gained more than 3 life at this time, didn't I?
Yes, you have done.
Yeah, everyone take 3 damage then. I'll have a consolidatory prize. So those 3 die.
Shielded will go back to my graveyard.
Indeed.
And I won't have to sacrifice a creature at the beginning of my upkeep. Yay!
No, you won't.
Are you done there, Rob?
Yeah, over to you.
Yep. Okay, I will untap, upkeep, and draw.
That's a bit rude.
This game's been going for an hour and 38 minutes.
Red, green.
Is that good or bad?
Blue 1 plus the extra 2 to cast Omnath. Let's deal.
It's been very swingy.
I'm enjoying it.
It's quite a good one, yeah.
Let's deal 4 damage to the Archfiend.
Okay.
I will play my land for turn, which will gain me 4 life. Oh, I should draw a card from Omnath coming in as well. I need the fucking life. Probably not going to be much point. We're going to pay 1 to Enlighten Tutor.
I mean, I
Probably
know
not.
high-powered decks are good fun and all because you get some crazy combos, but sometimes the slogs are the back and forth and all.
The swings, yeah, that's why I like all levels of play. So.
I will reveal Ristic Study to put back on the top of my library.
He's desperate. He's like, oh, I can't draw.
Target.
Must be something left in my library. Come on, where is it?
He can't steal this game again.
No.
Well, I don't think there's any doubt of that whatsoever.
I don't know. Omnath did it last time.
Yeah, but I had far more life at that point.
Oh, dear. Just everyone pay for Ristic. Just pay it. Just.
And go.
Yeah, pass turn. Untap. Am I still sacking creatures in my uptap? In my upkeep?
That's
No,
gone.
No,
That's
no,
gone.
no.
That's gone. Cool. Okay, mana crypt trigger. I get
It's
take
still-
damage on odds. It's an odd number. I take 3. And then I draw. I will play a plains. Hang on. Keep that there a moment. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Resurgence. Creatures I control gain first strike and vigilance until the end of turn. After this main phase, there's an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase.
Nice.
Yep.
2 combat steps, lovely.
I will. 2 more. Team of Battle Rage. Target creature gains double strike until the end of turn. It's now a 5/3 flying double striker.
First strike.
First strike, double strike, yeah. How big's that dragon, Chris?
It's a 5/4. Put me out of misery, swing at me, I'll declare no blocks.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I will end your life then, Chris, with 10
Yes.
damage from that.
Done.
And I'll have a second main phase, an extra main phase that I'm just going to skip through.
Did you give your
Next
logic
combat
the other
phase.
keyword?
Sorry?
Did you give logic your other keyword?
Well, he would gain it, yeah. He gains. I've got no other creatures.
All right.
Creatures I control gain that, but because he's
Oh,
got flying, he's got double strike. You know, it's not.
Oh, it only affects other creatures. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm me misreading.
Second main, I'll tap this to equip the rogue's gloves to him as well. So now he's +3. So now he's a 6/3 double strike flyer. Rob's got nothing that can block flyers.
Nope.
Swinging at Rob. Oh, it's got vigilance as well.
12 damage.
12 damage total. It does combat damage, so I get to draw a card from the rogue's gloves. I'll play Chrome Mox, exiling a Pyroblast under it. And then I will tap the Chrome Mox for red and this for red, playing Thrill of Possibility to discard Duelist's Heritage and drawing 2 cards, and then I'll be passing there. Because I am just about out of steam.
Okay, I'm going to pay 4. Play Erebos Bleak-Hearted. Indestructible devotion has to be 5, or it's a creature. Whenever another creature you control dies, pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card. 1 in a black, sacrifice another creature. Target creature gets -2/-1 until the end of turn. I'm going to attack Rob this time with Drana. So that's a 4/4 flying Death Touch Lifelink commander. And on attack trigger, pick a creature, any creature. If you pick something good, it might not go at you.
It might not.
I like that bargaining.
Well, actually,
yeah.
Fine. I tell you what, if you pick a good creature, I will promise you can send it wherever you want because it can't attack me. So there's a big Eldrazi that could go at Ian.
Yeah, but it's not going to do the damage to kill him, will it?
No, but Annihilator will, do its thing.
Oh, go on. Shove the Annihilator on.
All right,
Take
cool.
the Eldrazi. You're welcome, Ian. You're welcome.
What's this? The band from the Titanic have just walked on and started playing a song for me. What do you mean I'm going down? What are you on about?
I just realised this Drana deck is weirdly group hug because whoever she's attacks gets to pick the creature. And then you still have so he gets a +1/+1 and is a vampire as well. But you still have a 4/4 flying Death Touch Lifelinker coming at you.
I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
Okay, then I need to take 4. Gain 4, sorry. How big's your guy, Ian?
He's currently 1, 2, 3, so it's +3. He's a 6/3 flyer.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I'd pass there.
Untap. Oh, great. I'll play a land for turn. No reason not to. Two and 2, and then I've got to pay. How much have I got to pay? I've got to pay 4 for him, haven't I? Yeah. Tap that. Bring him out. Or a Skyclave. Aetherius isn't online. I'll move to end step. I'll put a coin on Aura. And say, Ian, your go.
Okay. Untap. I'll keep trigger on the Mana Crypt. Odds I take damage. It's odds I'm taking another 3. At this rate I'm going to die to my own crypt. As far as someone didn't say no you won't. And draw.
I can't believe you didn't let Liam die to his own crypt.
Not for lack of trying. So you've got flyers on the board, haven't you, Ross?
I do
I've got
indeed,
them,
yes.
How big are they?
They're just 1/1s.
Just 1/1s. Wonderful. Wonderful. Okay.
Counter for it.
I'm going to tap this land to give him trample and haste. I'm then going to equip the scavenge blade to him. Equip the sword of the Parons to him. That gives me that still on tap. Let's tighten the board here a little bit. So there's a flying trample, hasted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 3. It'll be a 12-3 when he gets tapped.
With double strike.
He doesn't have double strike now. That's dropped off.
Oh, right, okay.
That was from
no, yeah.
Can I give him anything else? Rob, you've got no flyers, have you?
I'm dead if you're swinging.
I'm dead if you swing. Okay, I'm going to swing at you then, buddy. Let's
Yeah, I'm dead.
let's get some people out of this game. When he deals
Next
damage,
card, Stavral.
I get to draw a card.
Yeah, Cleric. I got nothing really for a
Dear
while.
me. Have you got 19 damage on board, Ross?
I don't think so, no.
No. Shocking Sacred Foundry for turn. What about 17? Pass turn, let's see what you can do.
Well, if I get a... That won't do anything at all. That will not do anything at all.
That is a lot of equipment on one creature.
Okay. So, I'm going to go to combat.
Yeah.
And I'm going to swing a 5/5 flying Death Touch Lifelink Drana and a 8/6. It doesn't actually have Annihilator 2, but it has, when it attacks, defending player sacrifices 2 permanents. I don't know why they haven't eroded it. But yep, so on attack trigger, Drana triggers.
You can have Burnished Heart.
Cool. I will take Burnished Heart. That will get me a little bat token, so up to 3 of them. And then you still have the...
Sack 2 permanents.
Yep. Okay.
So I'll sack the 2 lands as the permanents. And then no blocks.
Okay, so I gain 4.
And I take, was it 8 plus 5, 13?
8 plus 4, so it's 12.
Okay.
Then, main phase 2, I'm going to pay 2, and simply, I don't actually need to do this, but because I can, I'm going to tap Crypt of Agadim for 13, because there are 13 black creature cards in my graveyard.
Yeah.
I'm going to sacrifice these 3 bats. I'm going to sacrifice one of the bats. Odric only has 3 toughness, correct?
He does, yeah.
So I sacrifice one of them, I give Odric -2/-1 until the end of turn.
Yeah.
I sacrifice another one, I give him it again, and I give him it again, and then I'm going to pay 6 life and draw 3 cards.
Yep.
And then I still have about 7 floating. I still have 7. No, sorry. Yeah, 7 floating mana from Crypt of Agadim. So I'm going to use one of that to play an Archfiend's Vessel. It's a 1/1. If it enters the battlefield from the graveyard, exile it and create a 5/5 black demon creature token with flying. It would have been spicy, but I think we're past that now. Yeah, I'm going to pass the turn there.
Okay, so untap. Just to confirm, you still have an untapped flyer?
Oh, I don't actually. Whoops.
Oh, okay, right. Untap, upkeep, and draw.
No. Oh dear.
Okay.
Have I absolutely...
I don't know.
Can he get 23 damage it? Or can he get 12? 12 and double strike.
One, 2. From a Crow and Hoplite. When it attacks, it gets +X/+0, where X is the number of attacking creatures I control.
What power toughness is it?
Sorry, Crypt Trigger. 2. I don't take any damage. It's a 1/2 at the moment.
Okay.
Just start strapping stuff onto it, I suppose.
Okay, so in response to you tapping mana, I'm going to pay 2. I'm going to sack the Burnished Heart to do the 2/1 thing, and then I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to sack the Arts Fiend Vessel instead.
I'm going to give that to you then. I'm going to give it to you. Yeah. Well played.
Oh, good game, guys.
That was amazing. That was a lot of fun. That was such a swingy backwards and forwards game.
I think at one point we were all in the lead.
Yeah, I think we were, yeah.
It certainly passed around a little bit.
Yeah.
Who was the biggest threat?
So
I was not even in the game for about half of that.
Is everyone still okay for a game 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hopefully I won't get drowned in the opening hand and it'll be a little bit quicker.
Yeah, that did slow it down quite a bit, I think.
So
Quite like the slow start. It allowed me to build up my mana base, build up the graveyard.
yeah, I was going to say.
Well, I was helping with that with the Ruin Crab, building up your graveyard for you.
I know, I was just keeping silent every time anyone brought it up.
We did get a comment right in the beginning
I
about
was
filling up
very
grave.
aware that graveyard was filling up pretty quickly. But the thing was, mine was as well, and yeah, it does help me. Right, so I'm playing my second commander because I'm crazy like that.
Mono red.
Morag, the Fury of Akum. Let's have some combat turns, boys.
That's not.
Hey yo, says Darker Morgul. Yeah. Right.
Yes, no, that Aetherius was quite a nice little card to have on the field. Because the idea is you have it on Aura, and every time he dies, he comes back and does you gain a creature. So
Okay, I am mulliganing, so I'm going to take my free mulligan.
well, I forgot
That's
that,
awfully tempting.
Um,
And I think
yeah.
I'm going to go for it as well. So I
Yeah,
will be
I know
right
exactly
back in
what
one
you mean,
moment. Don't forget your live totals.
Ooh, no, I should be having a mulligan. 2 lands. One was Evolving Wild, and the other was a
Okay, I'm going down to 6.
return 1 to your hand. Tap land. Can't be having that.
I'm not having luck drawing basics, or any form of land this time.
You need some intermission music at this point, don't you?
I got one because I was sat waiting for the rest of you to finish the game.
No, Ian needs some intermission music. What we're setting up.
Need the countdown music. Quickly, shuffle.
Right, I'm just going to grab a drink. I'll be back in a second.
Okay, I'm attempting to keep the 6, and I too will be back in a second.
I will be going down to 6.
Yes, I've been quite privileged this week. I've been a designated driver for my boss.
Have you?
Yeah, he's injured his arm, so I have to drive for him, which is great. When he's getting me to drive his Jaguar XF.
Nice.
Yeah, boy.
They are very nice cars. I've driven
Right.
many of them.
Right, randomise
I'm
the order.
keeping my first hand of 7.
Okay, randomise 1. Randomise 2. Third time's the charm. That puts
Seems
you
entirely
first place.
fair.
Can I make this work? I think I probably can. Somehow. Right. Put that one at the bottom.
So change of commanders. Mono red, Morog. Fury of the Swarm.
Are we all ready?
I'm good to go.
I'm good to go.
All good?
Okay. I will kick us off with a draw. I will play a Pillar Verge Pathway, plan for turn, tap it for a land tax.
I thought you said you didn't put land tax in it.
No, that's Ian said he didn't put land tax in.
Yeah.
Go.
Okay. Draw. Mountain and pass.
Fourth turn. Fable Passage and pass.
Draw. Swamp, and I will tap it for a Death Greeter. A 1/1, when another creature is put into the graveyard from play, you may gain a life, and I will pass the turn.
Untap. Cannot trigger land tax yet, but I will draw.
So getting land tax on the first turn feels bad.
It does. I was kind of hoping when I looked at my hand and had that in there, I wouldn't be going first, but hey, hey. I'm just going to pass 10.
He doesn't want to play lands, he wants to go find them. I'll draw. I'll play a
Should everyone hold back on
plains,
land?
and then I'll tap 2
Hey, go
and
for
I'll
it.
play Lightning Greaves.
In response, I'll crack Fable Passage and go get myself basic land onto the field, or yeah, basic land on the field tap.
I'll be passing there, so
Right, untap because it's my turn, and my cat has jumped on my lap as I'm trying to shuffle. You're not making this easy, cat. No, no, no. Get up. Get up.
literally just sat down.
Oh, little nugget.
Fantastic. Amazing. Anyway.
Get your ass up. Right, so now actually goes to my turn. Untap, upkeep, and draw. Play a land. I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to play Sword of the Animist. There you go.
Okay. I'm going to untap and draw. Going to play a Swamp as my land for turn. And then, Ian, I think I'm going to copy you.
Yep.
Lightning Greaves.
Oh. Mine's foil.
Yes, you definitely win the Lightning Greaves war, but I still have some. And then, because I copied you, I'm going to attack you for 1.
Okay.
It only seems fair.
I'll take the 1. Yep.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm going to equip the Greaves to him because why not? And then I'm going to pass.
Okay. Untap, upkeep. In my upkeep, I will trigger off land tax. To go and find some basics to hand. 1, 2. What have I got in my hand already? 3. They go to hand, and then I would draw for 10. I will play a forest as my land for 10.
That's not ruined grab colours, that's fine.
You will tap a forest in a blue mana.
I will go to my end step. Going to discard, I will discard a Simic Growth Chamber and a forest and say go.
Okay. Untap, upkeep, draw. Gonna go with a Battlefield Forge. I will tap to bring out a Kiri. Then move to equip the Greaves. I'm not hearing any arguments against
Nothing from me.
I can't do anything.
that. No. And then I'll go to combat, and I'm still scared of Omnath. I'm going at you, Chris. I'm sorry.
How much?
Equip creature attacks, so I'm going to draw a card first, and that's going to hit you for 3, Commander. And I'll say pass on that.
I'll untap. I will draw. Okay. Let's play a mountain. And tap the 3 to play Skittering Surveyor. So when ETB, search my library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it into my hand, and shuffle my library. I will reveal a North Korean mountain. I will shuffle, or attempt to shuffle my library. A lot easier with no cat on my lap this time. That goes to my hand, and I will pass turn.
Okay. We'll untap and draw. I'll play a swamp as my land for turn. And yep, Chris, I'm going to hit you for 1.
1 taken.
Pass the turn there.
Okay, untap, upkeep, I will go find more lands. 1, 2, 3. They go to hand, and then I will draw for 10. I will play an island for turn.
Uh-oh.
Crabs online.
That's crab colours.
Green, blue, white, and I'll cast Fertilid. Comes in with 2/1/1 counters. Go to my end step and go to discard, discarding 2 forests. And go.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. We'll play Plains. Then I will tap 4, and I'll play Basri's Lieutenant. Vigilance and protection for multicolored. When it enters the battlefield, I put a +1/+1 counter on a creature I control. I will put that onto Akiri. And when it or another creature I control dies, if that had a creature on a +1/+1 counter on it, I get
Shroud
a
or
knight.
is it hexproof? It's got them.
Oh, it's shrouded, yeah.
It's shrouded, isn't it? Yeah.
So I'll put it on itself. And then I'm going to shift the Greaves to it.
It sucks to be a multicolored deck right now.
that's a 4/5. You're open, Ross. I'm going to swing a 4/5 at you. That's vigilance.
Okay, I will take 4.
Yeah, equipped trigger. And pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I thought so.
Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. All right. Let's do it this way. Tap 2, and equips the Sword of the Animist to my Surveyor. Okay. Go to combat. Ross, take 2.
Sorry, taking 2.
I do get a trigger from Sword. Go gets me a land. Onto the battlefield tapped. I'm just shuffling my deck. I will then tap 1 and cast Battle Display. Destroy target artifact, targeting the Greaves on Basri's Lieutenant.
Wow.
Kaboom.
Guess where I'm coming
That's
next? Right.
exiled. It goes on an adventure. So I'll put that down the bottom there so you know it's on an adventure. Yeah, sorry, Ian, I had to. And then I'll say pass turn.
Untap. And draw. That is not a land, which is very disappointing.
Sapus intensifies.
Indeed. I'm going to leave up a blocker because I seem to be.
It's
So
that kind of game. If you leave yourself open, people are going to poke you.
I know, especially with Sword of the Animist on the field. I'm just going to pass the turn.
Okay.
Sword doesn't care
Untap.
if you've got creatures open.
I'm going to choose
anyway.
not to do land tax. I'm just going to draw. I'm going to play a mountain for turn. And then I'm going to tap everything from Nath.
I have a response.
Okay.
I pay 2, and I pay 3 life to play Withering Boon. Counter target summon spell.
Woohoo!
In black.
A black counter spell.
Thank you.
What sets that
Well,
from?
that was mean.
That's a Mirage card.
Mirage. Very nice.
There's technically a counter spell in every single colour. Obviously, blue's got the obvious thing.
I
Black's
will
got
pass
that.
turn.
Yeah.
So because that's countered, it did technically hit the graveyard, so I will gain a life from Death Eater. Death Greater.
No, because it's not a creature. It's a spell.
No, but his commander is.
Oh,
sorry. No, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
It never landed.
Yeah. No.
It never landed, so it never becomes a creature.
Yeah. Okay. Is it on me?
Sorry, hombre.
It is, mate. Yep.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. We'll go. One for an Explorer Scope. And 1 more to attach it to Basri's Lieutenant. Rob, looking nicely exposed there, my friend. I'm going to swing
I suppose it's
4/5 in your direction. When it attacks, I'm going to look at the top card of my library. If it's a land, I may put it onto the battlefield tapped. It's not a land. So, yeah, 4/5 coming your way.
I'll take it.
Yep, with no blocks being declared, I will then tap 2, and I'll play Team of Battle Rage, giving it double strike until the end of turn.
That's just rude.
Slapping you up for a tasty 8 points of damage there.
I will remember this. Bear in mind, I figured out today how to get infinite combat turns with more eggs. So
I will pass the turn there.
I will untap.
They need indestructible for that to work, though, don't they? Because they take damage still if they're blocked.
They do, but if you've got no creatures left, it doesn't matter. I'll draw for turn. Okay.
Not gonna lie, quite enjoying this deck. I may have to work on it and refine it.
Go to combat. Surveyor. It's going to go to you, Ian.
Yep. How big is it?
Trigger first. It's 2/3. Sorry. Trigger first. I will get a land. It comes in tapped.
Yep. Bazoob will block it.
Yeah, it dies horribly. You ready for this play? Second main phase. I will tap 4. I'm going to cast Ironcrag Feet.
Okay.
Add 7 red mana. I may only cast 1 more spell this turn.
7.
6 of which goes into Morag. Okay.
Yep.
I have 1 mana floating, to which I will cast. I will
you could
play
only,
a land. I will tap
Yep.
a land, 2, and equip Sword of the Animist to Morag.
Nice.
I'm on pass turn. I do technically get an extra combat turn. However, Morag can't attack this turn,
So you're not going to be able to attack now.
so I can't actually attack this turn.
Nice, though.
I get an extra combat turn. He untaps, but I can't swing.
Okay.
Untap and draw. I'll play a swamp as my land for turn. And then I'll tap 4 to play a Graveborn Muse. It's a 3/3 zombie spirit. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw X cards and lose X life, where X is the number of zombies you control.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad. And then I think I'm just going to pass the turn.
untap. I will go find more land from land taps. 1, 2, 3. Those will go to hand, and then I will draw for turn. Let's play a forest for land for turn. Then we will go green and 2 others. You're still there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All your
you've,
screens have gone black my end.
You're black R side as well. Looks like you've been
Oh,
exiled.
yeah.
Might just need a refresh.
How do you refresh on this thing?
Hold down F function, the FN key, and then press F5.
That's better.
There we go.
So I paid green and 2 for ramming up excavator.
Yep.
And I will 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 cards in hand. I'll go to discard and I will discard an island and a forest and say go.
Untap, upkeep, draw. What to do?
I mean, you can forfeit the game. That's what you can do.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
I mean, no, because it made the game boring, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay 1, and I'm gonna cast Path to Exile on Morog.
That's just rude.
You may search your library for a basic land card and put it onto the battlefield tapped, though. And then while you're wide open, Rob, I'm going full bore at you, mate.
I just had to pop away from the computer. So he's dead.
He's
No,
gone.
sorry, he's
You may search your library for a
back to
basic
command
land.
zone.
Yep.
And I take how much?
You can take 7 total. When this attack,
7 total.
Yep. Look at the top column of my library. If it's land, it can go tapped. It's not. But you gotta say you may search your library for a basic land.
I
And put it
intend to
display
search
tapped.
my library for a basic
I
land.
think I'm ramping you, Rob. I'm helping.
Comes in tapped, untapped.
Comes in tapped. Second main, tap 3, Commander Sphere. I'll say go on that.
Well, and all I did was hit your boot.
Oh, I missed a trigger as well. I missed a draw trigger.
I will
So I would have
untap.
drawn that top card. Then I would have looked at the next one to see if it was a land, which it wasn't. It would have come in tapped. My bad. Slight misplay there.
Okay. 1 mana. Akiom Hellhound. 3 mana. Skyclave Geopede. 3 mana. Mobile Garrison. So these two have got get +2/+2 with till end of turn with landfall.
Yeah.
And that's obviously an untap something whenever it attacks. I will. Well, that set me back a little bit. I'll say pass turn there.
Okay. I will untap at the beginning of my upkeep. I will lose 1 life, and I will draw 1 card because I control 1 zombie, and then I will draw for turn.
Cat disapproves.
What of black drawing cards?
No, in Ian's actions.
Okay. I play a swamp as my land for turn. I've got no cards in the graveyard, but I came here to play Drana. I tap 5 and I summon Drana.
Came here to play Drana and cards from my grave. I've got no cards in my grave.
I've got no cards in the graveyard, but I do have a Drana. I'm going to attempt to cast do the Lightning Greaves dance.
In response to you trying to attach the Greaves, I'll pay 1 and I'll pass Drana.
Oh. I mean, alright, fine. So I get a land.
I feel like that's payback from Omnath.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I'll go get a swamp.
To say, Ian, if you didn't do it with Morag, it was coming my end.
Okay, I'm then going to... I'll shuffle in a sec. I'm going to attempt to quit Lightning Greaves to Graveborn Muse. If that's fine with everyone, I'm just going to pass the turn.
I will untap. Okay, draw. I'm going to go Island for turn. and I'm going to pay 2 blue and 4 others to be absolutely disgusting and pay the kicker cost for Maddening Cacophony.
That's
That's filthy.
Yes, half your library rounded up into the graveyards, please, gentlemen.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11,
Oh, fuck's sake.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
I'm
17.
filling your library up again for you, Ross.
I know. Thanks.
29.
9, 10, 13, 14, 15.
So it's 87 cards in my library.
42 into your graveyard.
40, rounded up or down?
Rounded up.
44 then.
40, 81.
80,
41 for me.
42 for me.
Right, I don't want to look. Oh, I've got to. I'll just flick through them for the camera's benefit. Mana Vault and Mana Crypt.
There we go.
Well, that's not good.
It's a
Big
decent
hits on
amount
my
of stuff.
side. I mean, pretty much every single one of the lands is a big hit. Captivating Crew, Tectonic Giant, Torbran,
Cool. Torbran.
Transmogrify, Shadow Spear, Jaya, Helm of the Host, Valduk, Roiling Vortex, Perforos, Pashlit Mons, Goblin Gavalier, Dampening Sphere, Lightning Runner, Star of Extinction,
Oh.
Crash Taunter, and Relic Robber. Big hits, big hits. Again, to be brutally honest, every single one of the lands is a massive hit for me.
Sword of the Animist, Erebos, Skyclave Relic, Crypt of Agadeem was a big hit for me, as well as Nighthawk Scavenger, Bane of Balaged, and Soldavia Dente.
Okay, nice.
Not too much scary there for me, to be honest. A lot of equipment that would have been nice to have. Aurelia War Leaders in there, unfortunately. One of the Nahiris. Mentor of the Meek.
On that, I will pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw.
Well, that was big.
You're welcome.
How big are your creatures, Chris?
2/2 and a 2/3.
2/2 and a 2/3. Lovely. Pay 3. Trepanation Blade.
Oof, what does that do?
Whenever a equipped creature attacks, defending player reveals cards from the top of his or her library until they reveal a land card. The creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each card revealed this way. That player puts the revealed cards into his or her grave.
Oh.
Yep.
Are you doing so much for him?
I will tap to equip that to Kiri.
Over the weekend, you want to spend a day drinking with me?
Rob, what you got on board there? Sorry, that's
I've got an 0-1 and a 3-1 currently.
3-1.
What about on like?
So Basri is coming at Rob, and Akiri is coming at Chris.
Yep.
I'll do attack triggers. I'm going to draw my 2 cards first because I get a card for each player. So I'm attacking with an equipped creature. Then we'll resolve the trepanation trigger.
Yep. So reveal
So
cards from top of
reveal
library, top
cards
and the
until
land.
you reveal a land. Any land, not necessarily basics.
Squee,
One.
Essence Warden, Lotus Cobra, Cretaceous Root, Explosive Veg, Magus of the Wheel, Warding Regrowth, Azusa, Pongify,
Oh,
Soul
good lord.
Warden, Brainstorm.
Oh, good
I've been
lord.
filtering them all out.
You have? Oh no!
Evolving Wilds. There we
Evolving,
are.
there we go. So I get +1/+0 for each of those cards.
13. And then that
13,
goes to
and
my grave.
they'll all go to your grave. So you've got a 16-3 coming at you, Chris.
16-3.
16-3. And Rob, you've got a 4-5. When this
tap my
attacks,
Skyclave.
another trigger, when this attacks, I reveal the top card of my library if it's a land. So I look at the top card if it's a land, I can put it into play. It's not a land. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to tap Skyclave to crew Mobile Garrison.
Yep.
And I'll block it with Mobile Garrison, which is a 3/4.
Yeah. So that's a 4-5. So
Mobile
yeah,
Garrison
so
would die.
that's vigilant, I forgot.
Was a
Mobile
creature when it
Garrison will
dies.
die.
I will gain a life because it was a creature when it died.
Yep.
All good?
Chris, 13, what was it? Sorry, 16.
Taking the damage.
Yeah. Taking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say go on that, I guess.
Untap. Keep and draw. Okay. Tap 2 and equip sword to my Acheum Hellhound. I'm going to play a mountain. Each creature gets +2/+2, so that is now that's a 1/2. That is a 3/4, and that is a 5/3 currently. I'm then going to tap 6 and cast Mirror March.
Interesting.
I'm going to go to combat.
Mirror March do, sorry?
Mirror March. Whenever non-token creature enters the battlefield under my control, I flip a coin until I lose a flip. For each flip one, create a token that's a copy of the creature, except it gains haste, and then exile them at the beginning of the end step. I'm going to go to combat, swing in with my 3/4 Hellhound and 5/3 Skyclave. Trigger from sword, hoping I've got a land. And I do. Comes to the field tapped. So they all gain +2/+2 again. They're both going in at Ian. So that goes up to a 7/5.
Yep.
And that is a 1, that's 2, that's 4, 5, 6.
5, 6. So I'll block the 7/5 with Basri.
What is Basri? It's a 5.
It's a 5,
4.
4/5.
Yeah.
So
4,
he's
5.
going to die. Yep. And I will
He's
take
gonna die, yeah.
the other one, which was Havoc. Sorry.
That is a 5/6.
5/6. Yeah, so Basri's dead.
I will gain a
Basri's
life.
brown bread.
Or at least his lieutenant is.
And then I will pass turn there.
Okay. I will untap. It being in my upkeep. I will lose a life and draw a card from Graveborn Muse, and then I will draw a card as my land for turn. Let's have fun. I pay 6 to cast Bolos' Citadel.
Yep.
Okay. Does it resolve?
It does for me.
Looking at the board,
Yep.
yes. Okay, then I can play the top of my card and I lose life equal to the CMC. So I'll lose 5 life for a corpse connoisseur. On ETB, that will search for a creature and put that into my graveyard.
Gotta love the namings of these cards sometimes. The Corpse Connoisseur.
Yep, I'm going to put the Archfiend in there for fun. Some of the older cards are just utterly bizarre.
Waiter, I don't believe this corpse is freshly deceased.
From the looks of it, he has quite a big selection. Screw it, I'm going to take another 3 to play Desecrated Tomb. Do that. Yeah, I think that's enough. Pass.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. I will neglect to go find the land from land tax. I will draw. We'll go green, red, and 2 for Mina and Den. For land for turn, I will play forest, and for my additional land, I will play a mountain. Then I'll go white and 3 for Felidar Retreat.
That's the cat maker, isn't it?
It is the cat maker, yes. And I will just pass the turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep. And draw. Tap this for a Soul Ring. So I can generate 7. Gonna take a risk.
I'd just like to point out the person with the Bolus' Citadel is probably not the greatest card to have.
Just quickly, Ross, power and toughness creatures on your board.
1/1 3/3 3/3.
3/3s. Not that one. That's not what I wanted to hear.
3.
We'll do it. Mind you, Chris has got blockers now as well, actually. Let me... But Rob hasn't. Resurgence. Give my creatures first strike and vigilance until end of turn. After this main phase, there'll be an additional combat phase.
Cheers, Ian.
1 to equip the Explorer's Scope. I will go to combat. Vigilance and first strike. Okay. I will go to combat and I'm going to throw this at Chris again.
What is it?
It's currently a 3/3, but you got to do this. So whenever it attacks, I look at the top card of the library. If it's a land, I can put it in play. It's not. So now you got to do the whole revealing thing until you find land.
Land.
Damn! 1! So it's a 4/3 first strike vigilance.
It's a 4/3. I will just take the 4.
Yeah. Gonna sacrifice. So go to my next main phase. Sacrifice this to draw a card. I really wanted to get this onto play as well, but never mind. I'll come Rob's way this time.
Bastard.
In my additional combat phase.
I've got reveal till I hit land, yeah?
Reveal till you hit a land, yeah.
Balcott Awakening, Experimental Frenzy, land. So that's
So it gets
3.
+3/+0, so it's a 6/3.
I go down to 19.
Yep.
And that's 6
on
commander
attack
damage.
trigger, I get to look at the top card. It's not a land.
And they go to the graveyard.
They do, yeah. Pay 1, Cliffhaven Kite Sail. Pass turn.
Untap.
That wasn't as as good as last time.
No. That's why I didn't go for do my untap trigger last time. I thought I need to leave some in there.
Right. I'll pay the 8. Morag comes out. Trigger on Mirror March.
Are the tokens that come in legendary?
They do come in legendary.
The first one that comes in will kill.
It depends which one I choose. You choose. Oh, if you lose the coin. Okay, so if I've got about to pick one.
Right.
So I'm going to go heads. Tails, I actually don't get a single token. Nice. Go to combat. Swing both. Going in at Ian. Trigger. Sword.
Yep.
Land comes in. They get +2/+2. So that's a 3/4 and a 5/3 again.
So 8. I'll take 8.
Actually, they get +1 because of that. So that's 4/4 and a 6/3.
I'll take 10. Yep.
Okay. I'm then going to play a mounted for turn. Trigger Morag. I've got another combat phase. Tap 2. Cast Embereth Shieldbreaker. I will untap. Yeah, I know, right? I'll untap. I'll untap the shield. I've got to trigger Embereth. So heads. There's 1. Tails. Head. So that's 1 more token comes in. That's got haste. And we'll exile at the beginning of the next turn step. Go to combat. Swing in with the 3 I can. So this is till end of turn. This was going to be a 4/4, and that was going to be a 6/2, 6/3, and that's a 2/1. They'll all get +1, so that'll be a 5/4. That's a 7/3, and that's a 3/1. Trigger on sword. Get another land. If I've got another land. Yeah, I do. Akiome and GOP get +2/+2. So that is basically that's +2 from these are all going in at you again, Ian.
Really?
These are so they get +2/+2 from Morag. So that's only going to be a 3/1, so that's not going to be too big. That's going to be a 5/1. That's going to be a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry. So that's going to get 2. So it's 3, 4, 5. 2 combats. 6, 7 from the first land. 8, 9 from the second land. 10, 11 from the land I played. That's an 11.
Just quickly, is there a main phase between these combat steps?
There is not a main phase.
You wouldn't have been able to play that guy at the end as a creature.
No, I played that in my second main phase. So there's first combat, go to second main phase.
That's when he played his land for his extra.
Right,
okay, yeah.
Cast that, trigger on mirror, gets that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I've forgotten where I was now, for fuck's sake.
Sorry.
So that's a 3/1. Let me just put 3 on that so I know.
If it's 24 or more, I'm just going to declare no blocks and get this over with.
So that's going to be that's 3, 4, 5 from Morag, 6, 7 from the first land coming in, 8, 9 from the second land coming in from sword, 10, 11 from the sword from the land I played for turns. That's an 11. I'll have to work. If you do blocks, I'll have to work out the toughness. That is a 1-2. First land comes in. Sorry, that's 1-2. That is a 3-4. Sorry, yeah, 3. Sorry, that's 4-4. That's including that. So then 3 lands. So that's a 60. So that's a 10-10 coming in. Okay.
How much is
So
that total?
there's 21, 24.
24. I'm just going to declare no blocks. I could stop one thing, but
Yeah.
yeah, someone else is just going to. I'll let you be the one to take me out, Rob. I'll declare no blocks.
You get absolutely annihilated.
Exact seize. It's not quite annihilated, but yeah, close enough.
You get killed by a dog and a centipede.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a movie about this.
Let's not talk about it.
Yes, you're dead. Move to end step. These all counters go back to being bog standard. Token vanishes. And then I will pass turn.
I could have blocked, but someone else would have just finished me off next turn with no blockers on field, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Untap
possibly.
at the beginning of my upkeep because I control 2 zombies. I will
Yes,
lose
you are
2
in
life
danger.
and draw 2 cards. And then I will draw a turn. And
Represents my sadness.
okay, so I'm going to pay 1. Cast a Soul Ring. Why not? Then I'm going to pay 5 for a Crux of Fate, destroying all non-dragons.
Yep.
Sorry, Ian. If you'd held on. And then I'm going to pay 6 life, going down to 15, to cast Sorin Markov.
Oh, someone's going to 10 life.
It is.
That's not too bad, bearing in mind how far we are, but
I know, but it was in the deck, so I'm going to play it. Robert, makes the most sense for you to do it, so if you go down to 10, please. He's on 1 loyalty, and if I could do... Oh, top card.
Worth it.
Okay. I'm then going to take another 6 life, going down to 9, to play Massacre Worm.
And it gets -1/-1, which is a bit late.
-2/-2.
Which is a bit late.
And then I'm going to equip Lightning Greaves to Massacre Worm. And let's make this nice and even. Chris, I'm going to attack you with a 6/5 Hasty Shroud Boy.
I will take 6.
How do you attach boots to something with no feet?
It's got spikes.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I imagine that it's just hanging off one of the spikes.
It's called Super Glue, Ian. Come on.
I believe that's all I can do, so I will pass the turn.
Okay, untap. How many lands have you got, Rob?
Loads.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
That'll do.
12.
You've got more than I do. I will go and find 3 basics.
Bulverick found his Sahili the Gifted EDH deck, goes by a desk stand for his camera. Definitely, yeah, we're always welcome to have more players coming in.
Yeah.
1, 2.
I think the next one you've got to do, Ian,
3.
is a Planeswalker Commander one.
Planeswalker Commanders. I could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah,
I've got
definitely
my Sahili for that.
Yeah, I've got a.
I've got the twins.
Is it Jace or the? No, not Jace. Teferi that can be a commander?
Yeah, it's fairy.
I've got that one.
We don't have a big
I've
pod.
got Lord Windgrace.
Okay then, 2 weeks.
Yes,
draw.
it is, mate. It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, 2 weeks today then.
Yeah.
Planeswalker Commanders.
Planeswalker.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
I think we're going to have a massive pod though on this one, by the sounds of things. 6-man Planeswalker Commander pod.
Oh, that just sounds awful.
You could always mix it up and have Ian and 3 in the first game, then Ian and a different 3 in the second.
You could do.
So I am going to pay 2 green and 4 for a Rampaging Baloth. I am then going to play my land for turn being a Bant Panorama, which will trigger off the Rampaging Baloth, giving me a 4/4 beast.
Mm-hmm.
And it will trigger off the Felidar, giving me a 2/2 cat. I will then pay 1 to sacrifice the Bant Panorama to go and search for a plains or island.
Do the same again.
Put it in the battlefield tapped, and I will get the same again. I just hope I
I
have
think you should
one
have
or
waited on
the.
this, Russ.
I'd known he was going to do that. I mean,
Oh, this is not looking good.
I mean, you're in the best position to finish him off, to be fair, with your
Plagues.
Murder Word and Sorin
quite
Markov.
fun. Yes, Sorin Markov can do direct damage to his face as well.
If I might get lucky,
One
of each of those. And I will have to say go.
Okay, on your end step, I'm going to exile Alara, the first Lockthwain, from my hand to play Force of Despair, destroying all creatures that enter the battlefield this turn.
Okay.
Love.
Sorry.
Feels bad, bro.
No, you're not.
You're right, I'm not.
Keep
Yeah.
draw for turn. I mean, that's the thing. Right, let's
You
try
thought on that was going to be a problem.
I'm going to cycle
very little.
pay 2 to cycle Tectonic Reformation. Draw a card.
Problem is, I'm basically completely out of steam and life for Bolus's Citadel now.
Let's pay 4 and play Weatherlight. Let's play 3 and cast Goblin Warchief. Preacher ETBs to spin the wheel. Where's my coin? There we go. Heads. Tails. I don't get anything. Play Reliquary Tower for turn. And then say I'll tap 2, in fact. Equip the blade to Goblin Warchief and say pass.
Untap.
As far as I'm aware, the Power 9 is banned from Commander.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Practically completely, I believe. And
If you look on the website, mate, there'll be the full list of bans and whatnot on there. There's some juicy cards, but there's some that have changed. I don't know when the last time you actually played Commander was, but yeah, there's been some juicy changes since then.
Scryfall.com is my favourite for checking individual cards.
I'm going to tick Sorin up by 2, because he has a plus ability, to deal 2 damage to... how big's your goblin guy, Rob?
3/3.
Damn. Chris, take 2 to the face.
Yep.
I will gain 2 life. I'll go to combat and...
Chris?
Yep, Chris, Massacre Worm, 6/5. And then main phase 2, I'm going to play Soul Ring, 5, tap 2 to make 7, to play Shieldred, the Whispering One. She's back.
Guess who's back? Back
It's a
again.
Praetor. Yep, I can't do anything else, so I pass the turn.
Over to Chris. He sacrifices a creature.
Yep, thanks for that, Rob. Untap. Screw it, I'll do a land tax trigger. 1. 2. 3. There you go to hand, and I will draw for turn. Red, blue, green, white, and an additional 2. Attempt to cast Omnath. I will pause for.
I'm out of tricks. Don't worry.
I will play my land for turn being a Flooded Strand, which will gain me 4 life. Yay! However, I will only net 3 because I'm going to pay 1. No, I won't actually. I will take it all up just now. I will leave that sat there. I will create a Cat Beast and say go.
There's a literal cat beast just appeared on the Rob stream.
Untap, upkeep.
During your upkeep, I'm going to pay 1 to sack the strand.
Yeah, well, I've got to sack my warrior anyway.
Yeah.
I will draw.
Go and find a Plains or an Island. I'm not even sure if I've actually got any more left.
Okay, I've got to pay twice for that, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I failed to find by the looks of it.
Ooh.
Yes, I failed to find.
And pay the extra 2. Sorry, just move my cat out of the way. Bloody hell.
The cat's like, come on, you have the computer all evening. I want to play Among Us.
Pay the 10 to bring out Morag. I'm going to. I've got to do the flips for Mirror March, so I'm going to say heads.
Oh,
I've lost everyone.
I've lost everyone.
So,
just refreshing the stream, see if it comes back.
I have yet to move apparently. My hand.
I've had to rejoin.
Yeah,
I've rejoined.
Yeah, everyone's coming back slowly.
I'll have to flip that again anyway.
Looks like Spell Table's having some issues.
I was just about to go off in.
Oh, now Chris is back in and...
No, keeps kicking me back out.
It lets me join, but you're all black.
Yeah, same here.
Remember, I'm on try again.
Huh. Navigate away or was removed by the host. I don't think I was. I am the host.
No, it's straight up stopping me from getting back in. Oh no!
Okay.
I'm in the game, but you're all black anyway.
Yeah. Hang on.
Oh, I've got Ross's screen back up.
I'm back in, but can't see anyone else's screen at the minute.
I can only see my own screen.
Oh,
Oh,
I can see
Ian's
Ross's.
screen.
I can see
Hey.
yours, Ross.
I can't see yours, Chris.
No, I'm still locked into only mine. This has got to be in the highlights, Ian.
I've got Ross's and Ian's screen up now.
We haven't got yours.
No.
I can't get any one of yours.
Can't abandon this game. It's so precariously balanced.
Let me try another refresh again.
How about everyone come out of it and you send a new link?
Hang on. I can see.
Oh!
Oh,
I've got three.
oh,
The
we've
only
got
one
three.
I'm missing is Chris.
Hey!
Hey!
Oh, okay. I can't see Chris. Hang on. I'm going to Rob, so I'm going to refresh once.
Right, I'll do my spin again from Morag coming in anyway.
Looks
Wait.
like everyone's back.
Probably going to say tails. Oh, it's bloody heads. Yeah, so that comes in. I'll tap Morag to equip the weather light. To which the weather light is then I'm going to go to my first combat phase. Before that, tap to Sword of the Animist combat. I will search for a base at land. What's the battlefield?
Who are you swinging
Weather
at?
light will also trigger. You've got no flyers, have you?
I don't know.
No, so you will be taking 5 damage. And then a trigger from the weather light. I've just shuffled, so I will look at the top 5 cards of my library. I can play reveal a historic card of my choice, put that to my hand, and the rest at the bottom in any order. So, historic cards. Look at top 5. 1, 2,
Artifacts,
3,
legendaries.
4, 5. I'm going to put them all to the bottom in a random order.
Failed to find.
Failed to find. Not necessarily a bad thing. Bear in mind, I know exactly what those are now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not much of that library left there, Rob.
I'll go to my second main phase. Land for turn. Untaps the weather light because it's still a creature. I'm gonna die anyway. I might as well. I can't. 1 damage off.
I don't think I can kill you and Chris in a turn.
I know.
You're
but I can kill.
You're playing red, Rob. Go down
I've got
swinging,
Chris-
mate. Come on.
Yes,
I've
yes.
got
You've got me, but then you leave Ross open to swing at you in his next turn. If you leave me alive, he's got another target potentially.
No, I don't have another turn because I've got a tap creature. And then he could swing against you, and he knows I can probably kill him over the air.
Oh no, Chris can kill me if I swing out and attack you.
Right, let's spin the wheel. Another 5 at you, Ross.
Okay, I get down to 1.
Right. Spin the wheel for land. Comes in. Oh no, you're dead. It gets +1/+1 because of Morag. It's attacked
It does,
twice.
yes.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. It technically would hit you for 5, 6 on the first turn, and then 7 on the second turn because of Morag. Oh, sweet. But I still got my trigger anyway because I dealt combat damage. Land first. Did I search for land? No, I didn't. Land on the battlefield. Oh. Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Artifact enchantment. Was it artifact legendaries or sagas are historic? How much damage you got on the board next turn?
Me, currently I've got 6.
6. And then you can you can add +2/+2 to him, can't you? Because of Veladar.
There's +1/+1.
+1/+1, which is total damage with that.
Well, play 1 land, and it'll go up to 8.
Well, I reveal Iron Tread Crusher. Random order. That's a 6/6 crew 3. I will say pass turn. That drops off. That's in my hand. I am completely wide open.
Okay. I will untap.
So if you've got multiple land drops this turn with Omnath, I'm dead.
I will not use the land tax trigger because there's literally no point. I will draw.
This is so tense.
If you've got 2 land drops this turn, I'm dead.
Yeah, if only.
Oh, you probably should have chanced the trigger on land tax.
Yeah, but then I could have easily just had the evolving, the Terramorph Expanse or the Fable Passage on top or something like that.
Yeah, true.
I can say a basic wouldn't do it. He needs a fetch land.
Yeah.
Or a way to play 2 lands a turn.
Yeah, well, I mean, Azusa I know is in the graveyard, me and Vision graveyard, but I have got other things. So anything that could have either pulled a land from my graveyard, so I could have played like, you know. But then saying that, I don't think there's actually any basics left in my library, so I still don't think I'd have done it. I've needed it to be something that can let me play 2 per turn. Yep. GG.
GG.
You've got nothing.
I can't do it. I can play 1 land, get it up to 8 damage.
Good game, guys.
So,
well done, Rob.
Obviously, Iron Crusher in hand. Next turn, Heartless Hit to Guti. So yeah, you
See, I could have done it with my next turn.
Nah, you wouldn't have done
the
it.
next land. No, I mean, if I'd got the next land potentially, if I've got a basic mountain or forest in my library left.
It's probably my favourite bit of the game is where everyone looks at the top few cards of the library and goes, "Oh, if only I had 2 more turns."
No, Heartless Hit to Guy, I wouldn't have done it because I would have needed haste to be able to get it. So yeah, I mean, actually, no. To be fair, Heartless Hit to Guy gets down. I flip the trigger. I win the trigger. I tap him to do
Had no basics left in the library.
No basics in the library.
No.
What? Well, Morag has won his first game.
That's that will
the only way I could have done it is if I'd drawn that.
Play
that, play a land for turn. Oh no, I still wouldn't have been able to do it, would I?
No.
Still would have been enough.
That'll be it for the evening anyway. It's run quite a bit later than I was expecting. Just quickly, opinions. What do you think of the Zendikar commanders that you were playing to this evening?
They're spicy. I mean, Aura. You play Aura rather than a cleric's deck. You play it as a stacks deck that can bring stuff out. I mean, you saw how often I brought back out that Skyblade. You play it as a graveyard return. It becomes ridiculous because you've got so much access to recursion.
Yeah.
Morag. He fits well in a Godo deck or something like that, in a mono red deck, whether you could play him as a solo commander. If you put him in a what is it? Blue green red deck, you do have infinite combat turns. There is a combo for infinite combat turns with him.
Yeah.
So on his own, he is very difficult to actually start getting off, as you guys can tell. But no, I enjoyed it.
Ross, do you think Drana is going to be a one that you keep, or are you going to be dismantling after this evening?
No, I will actually be dismantling Drana, but I did enjoy it, actually, I must say. If I was going to build it again, I would put much more of a focus on reanimation in it.
Yeah.
A lot of the cards I had returned creatures from the graveyard to my hand, and it was supposed to cycle like that, but having seen it play, I would definitely put, reanimate, raise the dead, all of those sorts of cards in it. Yeah, but I had fun, and I mean, it did quite big stuff in every game, so you can't ask for more than that.
some scary black creatures coming out towards in those last games.
And again, it allows you to cheat on mana cost. One of the most powerful things you can do in Magic, if you find a way to exile certain cards from your graveyard, so your opponent is forced to pick the one giant Eldrazi you've got.
Yeah.
You know, it would be a really efficient deck. I just didn't think of it when I built it.
Chris, what about you? I know you're thinking you're going to be keeping Omnath anyway.
Oh, I will definitely be keeping him. He definitely needs some tweaks, I think.
Yeah.
So it's first chance I've had to play test him. So I think land tax needs to come out because that probably hurt me quite a bit in the end.
I was going to say, I think land tax taking out and making more use of green cards that let you fetch lands to hand will do just as well as land tax does. Give you more chance to draw them perhaps as well.
And I think I need to put a little bit more, some more counter in there maybe to stop people from keep blowing stuff up.
Survival of fittest in there.
Yeah.
You put survival of fittest in there. You can search up your cards that give you double that drop you multiple lands a turn.
Yeah.
You've got to pay the money for survival.
I've got Green Sun Zenith in there that can go and find me several of them. I've got quite a lot of land from graveyard in there, which is obviously what I need with things like Flooded Strand or whatever. Play a land, go fetch another one. If I can play additional land from my graveyard, play it again, go fetch another one. It needs some tweaks. Yeah. Definitely needs some tweaks. But
I quite like Akiri. I think honestly, I need the sword cycle to probably make this as competitive as it's going to be. But definitely enjoyed it. There's potential there to draw, up to 3 cards a turn. If you've got nice cheap creatures out with nice cheap, it is a bit. Yeah.
Ram on steroids.
I was very fond of Akira, and I think that's definitely a commander that I'm going to be looking to build soon.
So. That's it for tonight. Thanks for everyone for watching. Thanks for all the new followers that we've picked up tonight as well. I've been noticing that the number's been going up increasingly over the course of the evening. Next week we're going to be back to. Next week we're bringing back the CEDH players. I've got a couple of new decks that I'll be testing next week, and then the week after that, then we're going to be doing Planeswalker Commanders, I believe.
Yes.
Which is a new one for me because I've never used a Planeswalker as a commander, so it should be quite interesting. Other than that, thank you very much for coming. Take care, everyone, and good night. Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
This will change Zendikar forever. Careful.
Nahiri, we need to leave now. What is this thing? Nahiri?
No more storms or disasters. No more hellish monsters. This is our chance.
Our chance? Zaren's chance? No.
I'm so sorry, Akiri. I truly am.